You want to learn about some sweet tuner parts that you could take home for free?
Well, we've got news for you. We will be reviewing authentic performance parts and giving them away to one lucky enthusiast.
Check out our webinars live now on slipanglemedia.com. Gain some knowledge of these sweet tuner parts and have the opportunity to take them home for absolutely free with great odds.
What's that, Quinn?
Hello? Matthew, what's that noise?
That's a good condition wheel bearing right there.
Excellent condition, like new.
Yeah.
What is up, boys and girls? Welcome back to another episode of The Slip Angle. Tonight we're going to be talking about Miata wheel bearing servicing. For our project Exocet build, if you haven't been watching the build series, we bought this car crashed. It sat outside for a few years, but the wheel bearings are all in pretty rough shape. So Matthew and I are in the process of redoing all of them, and we figured we'd make a video dedicated just for this. So anybody at home watching, if you want to tackle your own Miata wheel bearings, you can follow this as a reference guide. So what I'm holding here is the rear hub assembly, and the process is a couple steps, and we're going to go over it. So you can do this yourself if you want to try tackling it at home. First thing we're going to do is we're going to get this set up in a press and clamp it so we can start working from the back. All right. So with our hub assembly clamped in our vise here, I'm going to take a regular oil seal puller. We got to grab the outer seal ring here. So it's going to come, give it a little whack-a-rooney like that. Out she comes. Okay, so now with our oil seal removed, next step, we're going to take a socket. In this case, this is a 27 millimeter Pittsburgh, but these run a little bit fatter. So socket size may vary depending on the manufacturer. But what we're pressing out, if you look in the center here, is this ring. This is for the hub assembly, so we're going to press this inner part out. You can see this fits in here like so. I shouldn't say press, we're going to tap it out. So I'm just going to support a little bit. Wow, that came out super easily.
Helps that it's been sitting outside in Florida for like 8 months.
Yep, thought there was going to be a little bit more effort required, but that was not too bad. So next, with the hub out, we can get rid of our heat shield. I'm going to use a 1/2-inch drive extension and a little mallet. I'm going to give it a couple taps. Going around, trying to grab where I can. Now we are not going to be reusing this, so I'm being a little bit less ginger. The reason being, why Matthew? Tell them.
Dual caliper setup.
Dual caliper setup
for our hydro e-brake.
That's right.
Because this thing's going to be a rally car, and it's not really a rally car unless it has a hydro e-brake, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Hoonigan mobile.
Yeah.
But those of you at home who have your street Miatas and you're not doing that, you might want to retain your factory dust shield. Heat shield.
There she goes.
Done. So next, I flip the assembly over. We have a snap ring in here that we have to remove. This is what's holding the bearing in. So I'm going to grab it like so. Maybe you want to wear safety glasses. Should always wear safety glasses while doing this.
Mm-hmm. Of course. You're a cornerstone of safety in this place.
Always wear eye protection.
We got new ones. New ones came in the kit.
Yeah, they come with the new bearings.
And then last step.
Last step, we're going to bring this over to our press. So we're going to be pressing the bearing out the front of the hub. So I'm going to take a big fat socket here.
What size is it?
I don't know, but this is super chunky, so it's not really a good reference. This is a
high 30s, right?
This is a 32, but this was chunkier than the 36 that we had in there. So it just depends on, again, who makes the socket. Actually, I'm going to spin the assembly here like this.
That's how we did it.
Put these in there, give a little extra support. And you can pick these presses up at Harbor Freight. I think they're $150, or who knows what they cost now with everything that's going on. But when I bought this, it was $150. This is the 20-ton shop press. I would get the 20-ton over the 10 or 15, whatever the smaller one is. It's definitely worth it. So we're just going to press this down. There she goes.
Yep, once that first snap happens, then it goes pretty good. You catch everything? All three things?
Take a try.
I'd be impressed.
Choo-choo.
Impressive. I dropped all 3 when we did the first one.
Feast your eyes. And that's it.
Yep.
So now we have a clean, fresh rear wheel hub. Oh, I'm sweating. But today we're not going to be installing new bearings because a part of our hydro kit we have to weld an adapter plate on, and we're going to also have our hubs powder coated. So, but the process is the exact reverse. So you would take your new bearing, put a little grease around it, try to help it, aid it in, press it in to the front, put your snap ring plier back in, then you're going to come and I guess at that point you would put your heat shield back on, press the actual hub itself into the center of the bearing, install your rear oil or dust shield, whatever you want to call it, the seal.
The seal, yep.
And that's it. So not too bad, but that's the process. When first time I did these at my NB, I didn't know the process and I damaged my heat shields in the process. So this is the proper way to do it, and we hope that this is helpful for you guys at home. Next, we're going to switch over, and Matthew is going to tell you guys how to do the front wheel bearing assemblies.
I didn't hear it beep.
You're beeping.
It beeped. All right. So now we're going to go over the front wheel bearing assemblies. They're much easier than the rears because nothing's pressed in.
And you could do these on the car.
Yep, you could do these on the car. The only thing you have to take off, get down to taking the rotors off, and then you can access the wheel bearings. So when they're on I already took the old ones off and put some rust bullet on the knuckles already. But what you're gonna see on the car is this cap right here. And you could just get a little screwdriver and, just kind of work your way up and take this cap off right here, which will then expose the nut, which this is just like an axle nut. It's basically, once you have it tightened to the right torque, they actually hammer in one of the edges. There's a little indent
dimple it
in the thread, just to dimple it so it can't loosen. So you just have to take, a punch or something like that, and then actually just straighten this out so that you can unscrew it. It's just, you just take this nut off with an impact, and the bearing just pops right off.
Would somebody have to use a puller, or can they get it by hand?
If you, I think I was able to get it with like a rubber mallet, but if you need a slide hammer, would work really well on this. Actually, you just bolt the slide hammer right to the hub assembly and just slide it off.
Or you can use a jawtooth puller.
Yep, jawtooth puller.
Yep. So either one. But yep, very easy, very basic.
Yep.
And I think most people should be able to tackle this themselves. The rear, obviously you got to take the whole hub off, and you need a press.
Yeah, you need a little bit more specialty tools for that. But I believe there are places where you can go that'll have a press, and they'll press out wheel bearings for you.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure.
So.
But you could tell them that's the process.
Yeah, exactly. But yep, that's it for here.
All right.
For the front.
Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. If you like this sort of content, give us a like and a subscribe. If you think it sucks, tell it.
Same.
The complaint department will answer your request. And that's it. Support our channel. Check out slipanglemedia.com. Look at our webinar section. We give away tuner parts there, so all you got to do is buy seats. You and your friends can join, whatever you want to do. Matthew and I will go live, and we'll spend some one-on-one time. We'll review the parts, and then we give them away to one member of the audience at the end. You don't have to be present during the live to be eligible for the giveaway. All you have to do is have a seat, and we have a recorded version that you're able to watch as well if you can't make the live event.
Yeah, it's better than Patreon. We're trying to give something back to our
Exactly. It helps support the channel, and it gives you an opportunity to take home some sweet tuner parts at low seat costs. So that's it.
That's it. Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you in the next one.
Done.